Hello, everyone, and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 8th of September 2020, and the way the market began, it definitely said that we have dialed some IVR, and the message we get is you're in queue, please wait, right? So that's what happened. Everybody was in queue, and the way the market began definitely said that yes, it is possible for a bullish outcome, but then what we are seeing right now is that 11,300, the much hallowed mark, is under threat. So in this edition, I am going to be presenting to you how are we going to take a look at the markets and how are we going to position ourselves, or are we still hoping for the markets to recover. I am Raja Venkatraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. I've been in the market for more than 15 years. I've been happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. So well, हम लोग देख रहे थे कि मार्केट्स में काफी उम्मीदें थी और उम्मीदें बुलंद थी, लेकिन इस मुकाम के बाद अब जो बुलिशनेस है या जो बेरिशनेस है, इसके बारे में जो जानकारी है वो काफी सॉफ्ट है, एंड पीपल आर रियली नॉट aware as to how they have to be approached. But then that is not the case with people like you who are watching my videos every day and are also gaining insights on how to balance yourself. You remember I had said that we are gingerly balancing ourselves like that V Shantara movie. So right now we are actually threatening to break that support. Well, you are almost like hanging on the ledge, but then let's see what happens and whether is there a safety net or we have a lot of room to the bottom. Well, that's something which we need to understand. But then what I saw today was the index which was moving quite well and which did quite well, and it was the prominent index which performed was the media. And today, over the last two sessions, media has been the top loser, right? And after a long time and after a long gestation period, the Nifty IT, जो किसी के नजर में नहीं था, it has now come up to the fore, and the dollar seems to be reviving, and the INR seems to be weakening. So that is adding some color to the IT index, and you can see that IT index was the only index that finished in the green. And when you talk about the way the markets behaved and how Nifty was able to survive, largely the IT index played a role in generating some bit of bullishness, and also the blue-eyed boy of the index, Reliance, also played some role to hold on to the bullish sentiment. Lekin the Axis Bank and the Kotak Bank, HDFC, L&T, all these stocks, they actually made a big dent into the bullishness of the Nifty. So these were the this was the status of the performers in the Nifty basket itself. And when you talk about the Nifty basket as a whole, when you talk about the Nifty 500, what I saw was almost 370 stocks finished in the red, and almost 260 stocks were between 0 to -3%. So which clearly said that yes, some bit of bullishness was seen. Yesterday we saw some hesitation and some attempt to move up, but then it could not survive. Today once again there was an hesitation, but it could not survive, and finally it was given up. Just like your dahi andi, they tried to go up, but then finally the structure caved in. And towards the end of today's session, it was clear that the bears had an upper hand. So, well, are the bears only going to growl, or are the bears going to cave in and dig in into the whole structure? That's something we are about to see now. But then when I go into the charts and when I try and understand, let me just share my screen once again with all of you guys and talk about what is the possibility emerging as far as the charts are concerned. It's going to be a tough call. It's going to be something which we want the markets to behave, and we are definitely not clear about the market condition, and we should ensure that yes, our viewers, my viewers, are having much better clarity. Many of you had watched my video on the weekend. They would have seen that yes, there was hesitation, and Nifty is definitely not in the best of health. So now you are seeing right now that yes, the Nifty is, this is the chart of Nifty. You can see here that how Nifty is positioned, and what I am showing you right now is we'll be seeing the intraday charts, क्योंकि intraday charts में जब भी हम देखेंगे तो हमें थोड़ी और जानकारी मिलेगी और हम थोड़े और इंट्रोस्पेक्ट कर सकते हैं अबाउट द ओवरऑल ट्रेंड। और जो निफ्टी की चार्ट हम देख रहे हैं इंट्राडे पर्सपेक्टिव पे, हम देख रहे हैं कि जो हैलोड लेवल्स है 11,300 का, हम काफी दिन से बोल रहे थे, और ये जो 11,300 जोन है, इट इज अंडर थ्रेट। एंड लार्जली जब कोई सपोर्ट इज बीन टेस्टेड फॉर मेनी टाइम्स, the chances of this support to be broken is very high. So what I am observing right now is that this 11,300 zone has got high probability to be broken. And why am I saying that is, unlike the last time, at the current moment, let me just highlight it for you. You can see here, unlike the last time, यहाँ पर I have used a concept called as ADX DMI, and you can see here that the negative DMI is increasing. इसका मतलब है कि bearish pressure बढ़ रहा है, और bearish pressure बढ़ने के कारण ये जो support level है, ये support level तोड़ने की संभावना काफी ज्यादा है। So अगर ये support level टूट जाए, so what is the next level which you watch out for? That will be the most favorite question. So what I have here is around 11,000 zone. So the next support is only at around 11,000. Why am I saying that is, if I use the concept of fib retracement, you see here, the next support is at 11,000. 11,075 is the next set of supports. The next set of supports to the downside is 11,230, 11,230, 11,075 on the Nifty spot is what I'm seeing right now at the lower end. And the probability of the 11,300 zone to be broken is on the higher side. The probability is more towards these levels being broken. And if I go and take a look at our favorite NeoTrader, so NeoTrader में से देखने से आपको पता चल जाता है कि this current level, there is a nice tie-up of there is a nice confluence zone here, 11,340. So unless 11,340 is nicely crossed and held on an end of day basis tomorrow, you should not be going overly bullish. Why am I saying that is because the maximum pain point continues to be around 11,400. But then when I take a look at the option chain, so let me just go down to the option chain here. So एक आप option chain analysis आप करेंगे. So what you are seeing on the option is that there has been quite a bit of shedding on the upside. The 12,000 call की जो हम बात कर रहे थे, the 12,000 call has now disappeared. You can see here that the 12,000 call has disappeared. This is something very interesting. Now the bullishness which was held for a couple of weeks has now disappeared as we are nearing to weekly expiry. So इससे एक बात साफ जाहिर है कि there is a interest to go on the downside, and 11,500 में काफी built up है, अगर आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे, तो 11,500 काफी OI addition है, 11,400 में भी OI addition है. So this is going to be a stumbling block for the Nifty. And another interesting observation which I found is in the 11,000 put there was sufficient addition here. So what is and if you see the values right now, so it is 10. So probably there is some long position being created on the downside. So what I am observing right now is that a bearish scenario is getting created on the option chain, and Nifty is definitely looking like it's heading there. So if I take a look at the NeoTrader toward confluence, what I'm finding that yes, the first stop is 11,230 as far as the charts are concerned. The first stop is here at 11,196 around that is the S3 levels, which could be your support area. 11,230 is around the S2, and then S3 could be a nice area to cover your short position. Well, if the momentum is steep to the downside, then you've got more levels. But then I would consider 11,200 to 11,230 as a target for tomorrow. Yes. On the upside, it does not look like it would cross 11,400. 11,400 is a rally sell opportunity as far as the Nifty spot is concerned. So overall setup से नजर आ रहा है कि yes, this is what is getting set up, and we could look for some more continued pressure to the downside. तो चलते हैं अभी बैंक निफ्टी पे, और बैंक निफ्टी के अगर आप डेली चार्ट देखेंगे, सॉरी इंट्राडे चार्ट आप देखेंगे, तो यहाँ पर भी आपको दिखाई देगा कि यहाँ से जो फॉल आ रही है, हम काफी 2 दिनों से मेंटेन कर रहे हैं कि एक बैरिश टाइम्स होगा। और हर वीडियो पे मैंने एक ही बात कहा है कि जो सेटअप जो है अब थोड़ा बिगड़ गया है, संतुलन जो है काफी नमी हो गई है, और उसकी वजह से जो गिरावट आएगी, it could be swift. So you can see here the gap down movement which we saw at the start of this week, and this has been a continued decline. And right now the 23,000 level जो है, जो हमने कहा था कि एक अच्छा सपोर्ट होगा, it has now been broken, and despite many attempts to get it back, ये 23,000 के ऊपर जा नहीं पा रहा है. So you can see the importance of the levels which are discussed. I hope all of you are following the levels as has been indicated, and I'm sure that you have been benefiting. If you have found this video sharing, some love and support from all of you, some likes from all of you, some comments from all of you, always keeps me encouraging. There have been some people who have been very earnest in their comments. You have taken time to give a comment on the video. It means a lot to me because your time is very important, and so is mine. But then when it gets acknowledged by you commenting and me sharing, it goes a great length. So your love, your support is essential for me to come out with various kinds of analysis. I am also seeing every day how to present it in a better way, and your thoughts and your insights also help me to understand the market better. All right. So having said that, you can see here that this level is going to be very, very important, 23,000. And right now I'm seeing it on a 75-minute chart, and unless and until it crosses 23,000 and really holds above it, I don't think that there could be a possibility of a decline, sorry, a possibility of a rise right now. And when I took a look at the option scenario, what I found in Bank Nifty is that all the higher levels have been given away. Sorry, all the higher levels have been given away. You can see here, let me just go down to Bank Nifty. And when we go to Bank Nifty, all the higher levels have been given away. And what we are seeing right now is that on the downside, some positions are getting built. And what was interesting to observe was there was some sufficient addition on 20,000. You see here, there is some addition on the 20,000 put. There was some shedding there. And what I am finding is that at the levels of 23,000 to 22,800, there has been some sufficient change in OI, and that is suggesting that that could continue to be a sore point out there. There have been all the long positions have been unwounded, and what you are seeing downside is a possibility of more upside. Yes, there is a lot of room to the downside opening up in Bank Nifty. We need to see how it will pan out, but then the upside seems to be capped at around 23,000 to 23,200. That is what the option chain readings are showing here, and it is clearly evident that the higher levels in Bank Nifty are only going to witness supply. So it is a supply mode scenario, and the supply mode scenario are cautioning us that don't get too excited. अगर कोई भी रैली आए तो रैली में शॉर्ट करना उचित है, तो रैली में शॉर्ट करने की सिग्नल्स ढूंढिए और शॉर्ट करने का संकेत रखिए, because the way the market is getting positioned, it is definitely indicating that there could be more weakness in store. So before we go away, let's also check on Nifty IT. Well, Nifty IT has definitely shown that yes, it's back in action. Yes, you can see here the way Nifty IT is positioned, and right now, nice range bound action over last few sessions. You can see here the way the range bound action has been moving. It's given a nice channel breakout here, nice channel breakout, so which has a range of around 600 points, and you can see that it was a smallish range, not too big, a 500 point range from here. So it has got room till 18,800 or thereabouts, and that's what it has almost achieved. So this range target has been met, but then overall, if I take a look at the daily chart also of CNXIT, you can see here that there is some supply overhead. So yes, you can see that a negative divergence is in play, and so IT index can be used as a hedge against your short position. Okay, so what is happening right now is you are having to hedge your position. So if you are going on the index and if you're looking at the stocks also, so you can look at IT index primarily as a long opportunity, and the other cases can be considered as a short opportunity. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys as part of this video. Yes, we are waiting for the markets to show some colors, and the color is red. So yes, right now we are having a red carpet welcome. So welcome the opportunity, and change your direction, change your bias, because there is profits at every opportunity available for you. This is what I want to share with you. Thank you for being there. I am Raja Venkataraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Have a good day, stay safe, stay healthy.